This is Mmbltalk.
Sounds good.
Roughly the same.
No, Elliot, that's the thing. There's 22 songs.
Why is there porn on my timeline?
And
I was scrolling through and I can't go past it now because nothing's happened. And it's just this girl getting her cheeks clapped in a pair of Netflix and chill.
why do you... Elliot, what are you doing on Twitter, bro? What are you actually doing
look
on
at this
Twitter?
here, look at this. Scrolling, normal, cheeks clapped.
Who retweeted that? Unfollow them.
Someone liked it.
No.
But the thing is, I rate the guy who I'm following, so I'm not going to unfollow just on the base of that.
Nah, that's... How was it even porn on Twitter?
There's whole accounts. Like the thing he likes, Ebony Vids Daily. Bro.
What am I hearing?
Imagine if you're not black and you have no understanding of just how like you're not conscious to race shit, yeah? So you meet a black girl and you start calling her Ebony.
My Ebony Queen and shit.
She's gonna slap you.
Wow. Man said, I don't want to repeat it.
Ebony, man. Damn.
Let's not. What the fuck? Well, I'll go on for R. Kelly. Because I just seen the video of him walking out of prison, jail.
R. Kelly interview.
Because there's so many memes that come from that. Like he just breaks down, and it's peak. It's sad to see, but at the same time, like
someone made a remix of this.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
oh my, hey. Ju. Oh my god, that's it. Yo, we make fun of everyone makes fun of such sad.
This man
shit,
has pissed
bro.
on children, and we are making memes out of him. Yeah. It's crazy. I think that's kind of the beauty of the internet is that they'll make light of any situation.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, obviously, not more times. It's not too deep.
I was gonna say sometimes it does go a bit too far.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like the Demi Lovato ones were a little. They got a little because you know what I'm saying. Addiction's like a proper thing. Like it's a bad thing and that. But people were saying, "Yo, it's hotter than Demi Lovato spoon in here." Like
I seen something. Demi Lovato. I seen something the other day. I think she's doing like boxing training or some shit. And
she knocked out her trainer's tooth.
And someone was like, "Yo, crack gives you
superpowers." But yeah, trust. You've seen the videos of crackheads doing somersaults and shit.
I actually don't know what it is.
Crack gives you superpowers.
Crack is a magical drug that you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, and people of other genders, just don't do it. Like,
but yeah, I don't know. Just go to the gym if you want to be excel yourself.
Physically especially.
Don't reach for the rock.
That's it. Don't reach for the rock. Leave the rock alone. Leave the rock alone. But I don't know. This R. Kelly shit's really sad because it's like the downfall of an R&B legend. Icon. Do you know
and the
thing
is, people are like the whole thing of like the whole separating art from the artist and that.
Yeah.
People who have memories attached to it, to his music and that, are really like unwilling to let go of that.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day.
That bitch is underage.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. Elliot, no. Oh no. What have you done?
But did he not?
Yeah, that man is he is a disgusting man.
I've not seen the tape or anything, but I've seen the screenshot where
being.
the girl's like facing her way on a computer chair and he's face first between her cheeks. How can you defend this man? Fucking your auntie might, because she can't get like let go of stepping in the name of love and that, but
stepping on. There's just so much shit he's being accused for, and like pissing on people. He gave someone herpes or some shit.
Yep.
Obviously, all this underage
had
nastiness.
like some sort of child porn stashed.
Marrying girls, and like this man is actually disgusting. This is a vile human.
49, I think. No.
Yeah. I didn't even marry him when she was like 15.
Yep.
It's disgusting. That's awful. That's atrocious.
I mean, around the world, that might be considered normal.
But not in America.
In Western society, that was a thing. That was natural in like fucking medieval times.
I saw in the Philippines you can have sex bare young.
There's some countries with a stupid low age of consent. But
that's nasty. R. Kelly's a vile human, man. I don't know why I'm going for this one. Obviously, now it's out there. It's memed. You're memed, Robert. Robert, you have a meme, so it's, yeah. Do you think, the biggest question is, do you think R. Kelly can make a comeback?
No. What sort of question is that?
I saw someone talking on Twitter like, oh, R. Kelly is this is just promotion for like some new shit.
Right now, he's in prison with fucking Jussie Smollett, and they're working together to make the most fire church choir you ever heard.
Oh my god, that's the fucking Power Don, isn't it? Is it Empire?
He's being charged with like mad, like, because it's basically wasting police time and that.
Yeah,
like,
that's a big case.
Like, oh, I was a victim of a hate crime.
That's a big case.
When all you wanted was a pay rise. Bro, you think man at Mackey's are doing that to get a pay rise? Like, yo, a bunch of skinheads kicked the shit out of me before I got in there. Is there any chance I can get like a promotion in that? No.
Do you actually know, to be fair though, like when I was at Mackey's, I imagined so much shit that could happen to me. Like, okay, every time I walked in there, I was like, I pray this place burns down. Like, honestly,
was you inside?
Yes, sometimes. What the fuck? I'd be walking there. Obviously, I used to bike there, innit? Because then I'm gardening. So I look at my bike and I'll just be walking, and I was like, "Rah, I hope this place burns down." The closest thing that happened was there was an old head that worked there. I'm not gonna say his name, but he
old African dude.
No.
Oh no! Did you not work with him?
I didn't work in the retail park. I worked up at Aspects in cinema. There was a guy in there who he turned off some sort of power system and fucked it completely. So the whole day, like literally, this is when I first got in, right? There was no power, so we couldn't cook anything. Literally couldn't operate at all. And like he all he got was a slap on the wrist. And we were just in there chilling. They were like, okay, well, I mean, you guys don't really have to be here. If you want to be here, you get paid for it. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna stay.
What were you doing?
Nothing. Like literally, we just walking around. It felt like, I don't know what it felt like. It was like the apocalypse. Every man for themselves. Like, it was so weird. It was the weirdest day I've ever worked. We like packed out the freezer and shit, and that's it. We just chilled. Got paid for it, so I can't complain.
I mean, fellow Mackey's gang over here.
Gang.
I worked at Mackey's for about a year. It was the same thing. When they ask you in a job interview, like, why do you want to work here?
Yeah.
And it's like you're supposed to come up with like a wholesome answer.
Yeah.
When in reality, everyone wants to say, nigga, I'm broke.
I need the money, man. I'm here for the moolah, bro.
Like, yeah. So it's like some of the times it would be getting like mad hectic, and they would just be having like orders come in. Like there was one time we just got fries in, and I had to take them from the fucking lorry thing into the kitchen, dump it back into the fries and that.
Yeah.
Because the crew trainers, which is they're like the lowest, well, second from the lowest.
They're like just a step above what we were at. Like.
They were more competent than the managers themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I could tell that like some of these mans, like their peak education was like their fucking SATs test.
Honestly.
The crew trainers who were our age, they were running the whole thing casual.
And to be fair, if you're a crew trainer, you're smart as well because you get paid more and you basically have to do the same thing. What I remember the crew trainers doing was like they would do some like online questionnaire every now and again. And that was pretty much it. Apart from that, you don't really manage too much.
I never did any of that online training.
Oh, neither did I. I got my job got threatened so much. Like, if you don't do it, you can't work here. I was like, bless.
Bro, one time it was the Champions League final. I would like occasionally step out of the kitchen for a bit, get on the live stream.
Oh my god. That's the thing though. Like,
I mean, I got to see
the
Mandzukic goal against Real Madrid though. So
I'm trying to think.
The overhead kick.
I knew it was something spectacular, like overhead kick. Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, a lot of times you could get away with it. Like,
yeah, because there's so many people working in McDonald's. Like where I'm at now, there's like literally like 5 of us.
People would keep their phones like on them. And the thing is, because the uniforms didn't have pockets and that, so man would like hide their phone under some like the tortilla wraps.
If you was working drive-through, like okay, if you work in kitchen, you can just hide it under. And if you work in drive-through, you can get drinks whenever you want. You can hide your phone wherever you want. There was managers that was hiding their phones and shit.
He used to work there as well, and like I'd be working on the fry a bit, and which was right next to him. So occasionally he'd pop out and just be like chatting to him for a bit, and that's
it.
But
it was calm, but at the same time, it was one of the most stressful jobs I could ever work, man. That was my
shout out
first
to
job.
everyone who's working them type of jobs.
Trust me, man. If you're still sticking it out and you enjoy it, like shout out.
If you enjoy it, you got something wrong with you.
Oh my god!
How do you find enjoyment in that shit? I burnt myself twice, bad.
Honestly.
And the manager said, run under some water.
Run under some cold water.
That's like
Get
the
back in the
equivalent
kitchen.
of in school, them telling you, go put ice back on it.
Or use them bloody paper towels and they wetted it. Them little green, bro, those green paper towels and they'd wet them and they'd be like, yeah, just apply that to whatever it hurts. Like, yo, my knee's broken, bro. I need to go home. What do you mean? Oh, wow. How was your week, bro?
My week is like every other week.
Chilling.
You could say that.
You was chilling.
The positive way of spilling it.
Right. Do you have uni this week?
Yeah. I missed them. I had them. I'm gonna word it. I had them Monday and Tuesday, so I have the rest of the week free. But I was unable to attend. So to make up for it, obviously they put the lecture online, so you can. So you just basically, I'm just taking notes and that. Like,
is it like a video thing? Is it actually like?
Nah, it's just a PowerPoint.
Oh, got you. When people said put lectures online, the way I imagined it was like there was a fuck off video camera at like the back of the hall or some shit, and it was okay, cool.
The thing is, like, we don't even like. It's not even a lecture hall. It's just like a regular classroom, which is better to be honest. Because if you were late, you just go. You all come in, everyone's looking down at you.
That's awkward.
And you go like to your little spot.
So they had lectures on Mondays and Tuesdays. You missed them.
Unfortunately.
Did you actually have a proper reason to miss them? Like,
I just had real bad sleep, and when I'd try and like get like a couple hours, we'd end up going past it. But then you're not really missing out as long as you're still taking notes from like, the thing.
Because there's
which
so many people.
Like if you're anyone else who goes uni, like gets that like. You're not necessarily missing out a lot. It's obviously you still should go. Yeah. But as long as you've taken notes, so you're not behind when you actually do go.
There's better people I know that go uni and literally don't go to any lectures, but because they put them online, it's just there. You have the information you need. As long as you go look at it, you're calm.
But yeah. So what else is happening?
Shamima
Begum.
Obviously R.I.P. Her kid died. The kid in theory was actually a British citizen, innit? So
no, she was born in.
Nah,
if the kid was born in Syria, don't they get automatic like Syrian citizenship?
I was watching something before I came here.
That's how it works in America, isn't it?
Someone was saying that the kid was in theory a British citizen, so they felt bad for the kid or some shit like that. But
because they were saying it's illegal to make someone stateless.
Yeah. Because
obviously UK don't fuck with her. Her parents are Bangladeshi. So, and the Bangladeshi government were like, no thanks.
This ain't for us, G.
Yeah.
And then even the people in Syria don't fuck with her now because...
That's what I was thinking. Like, why can't you claim Syrian citizenship? Because then her husband came out and was like, yo, I want to try and get them to come to Holland.
Yeah, Holland, yeah.
Them man don't want you.
Is he in Holland?
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh.
Because obviously her child passed away. I'm not really sure why. But
lung infection or some shit.
Like, regardless of how tragic it is and that, like you that doesn't really change anything to me. You still went out there, joined a terrorist organization.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they're taking the L now, and you're like, oh, can I come home, please?
That lessens her chances of
there's no
back,
difference from man taking the ball home because he doesn't like it because like he's losing.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, it's unfair on me. A little bit different in the
a little bit different.
You know?
Like that's a huge jump, but
and it's like the whole now it's caused more support towards her because people are saying people are totally disgusted at the they've let it happen, bro. If I am a human, I go out, I walk. If I can go over to the fridge there to go get a drink, I can go there. If I want to go to the Middle East to fight with fucking terrorists, that's what I am doing. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a whole thing that she was radicalized in that, but I don't understand. Like, do you think this would be the same thing if a white British person joined like a neo-Nazi group or something? I know it's like kind of hard to make a comparison.
Yeah,
if
I was
they
gonna say
joined
that's
something
like
that. Did some shit and then they were like, "Rah, this shit ain't going so well." Do you think would the reaction be the same?
Okay, there's a couple of things that come into play. If this British guy joins a neo-Nazi group, are they as impactful as ISIS have been or are? Because if it's just a neo-Nazi group, okay, cool. You hate people of colour, but they
haven't done anything.
Do you know what I'm saying? They're not bombing shit. They're not promoting beheadings and shit. Like it's so. I mean, with ISIS. Wait, some people see it is ISIS is, as a British person, our biggest threat. There's no other organization, group of people that threaten my life as big as ISIS. Obviously, me being a black person, neo-Nazis, I mean,
they're the ops.
They're ops, but again,
I mean, they're ops to everyone who isn't a racist.
Yeah, they're just not as.
It's just you've never heard of like a neo-Nazi blowing up a fucking
bus. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. But yeah, British person goes out to join a neo-Nazi group and then wants to come back. I think they'd be allowed back in because of their skin color.
Because people were saying putting the same thing with saying that if it was a white person joined a terrorist group, and to be honest, I think Britain in particular is more Islamophobic than racist. Because I think they're gonna think because they think because Islamophobes in Britain are just constantly under this whole thing that like, oh, the Quran says you can go kill someone
love that,
and it's okay. Sharia law says you can kill your kid if they fucking skip school. They come up with the most wild shit. But would that still apply if that person was white?
No, I definitely think if it was a white person going out to join ISIS and then they said they wanted to come back, they would be let back in.
I feel like there would be arguments being like, oh, they were led astray. They were
obviously
they were lied to.
Obviously, of course. Yeah.
But then again, people seem to like forget that there are non-brown Muslims.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. People will say that. Like I've seen the constant term or phrase that Islam has no place in Europe, bro. So does Albania and Bosnia just not exist then? Like what? So what are they?
There's a lot of people that are completely misinformed. No one can have all the information. No one can have all the knowledge. But I don't know. Even in Shamima's case, S-Dog, I honestly, if it was me, no matter what skin tone you are, you go out to join ISIS and you're trying to come back, nah. Obviously, she had the kid. People were like, yeah, we should let the kid back and not her. In my eyes, I don't know if this is twisted, but okay, cool. You bring the kid back to UK and it grows up. It learns that its mum is still out there and she's still part of ISIS. Cool, that's my mum. I'm gonna follow her ways.
That kid's gonna have to go like on some like.
Do you know what I'm saying?
New identity. Shit.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't. It's if this kid. I don't know. I don't know if that's twisted or not. Is that twisted?
What,
for me to think that this kid is just gonna grow up and do the same shit.
I don't think he'll. Out of some like resentment, being like, "Yo, they didn't let my mum back." Or
Yeah, fully.
I don't know. I mean, well, like you're not. If your mum's a crackhead and she gets arrested for possession of crack, you're not gonna like fuck the feds for locking my mum up. You're gonna be, yo, my mum's a nitty. Like that's even more embarrassing than like her getting arrested for it.
I don't know. I'm glad.
My overall thing is it's tragic that it happened.
Yeah, obviously.
What now needs to happen is, they need to the whole de-radicalizing thing. They need to do that before people can have the chance to go out.
Yeah.
Rather than they went out, let's take them back and fucking change their mind like that. Because I don't know, like how easy to manipulate, like. How like your mind is being molded to believe these things. So how can you ditch them beliefs?
I think no one, unless you're out here brainwashing people, no one's gonna.
That's what they're saying. They're doing to the people.
They were once a part of ISIS, and the things they've seen and the things they've experienced have just vanished. That's impossible. I'm just glad I don't have to make these types of decisions. Bro. LZL, who's it going to? What's happening?
Well, I was thinking this third episode in a row. Well, that I've had to bring up my team, my guys, Arsenal.
Oh, he man, I did.
They lost 3-1 to Rennes or Rennes. It was. Now the thing is, last time I said that we're definitely going to win the return leg. Because we lost to Bate Borisov. So I thought, okay, cool. Come back from that. We won. Convincingly. Shit happens. North London derby happens. There's a 1-0. Some funny decisions made right there. Apparently it's okay to kick a defender while he's down and not get a card for it. So apparently it's also okay to kick the chest in of our goalkeeper, but when one of our players does it, it's a red card apparently. And it's also apparently it's okay to run when the penalty taker is about to take the penalty, almost as if you are trying to take the penalty yourself. So some funny decisions there.
People.
But it was a draw, so you can't really complain. Point shared, cool. And today, as we're recording, Spurs took the L against Southampton, so that's a little bit of redemption. But Europa League.
If you man ever want to understand what Arsenal fans go through, I just want to put this into context. First of all, you heard how hurt Elliot was. Right? I didn't have to say nothing. He just hurt. That's a hurt boy, right? On top of that, this is the third show, right? Where Arsenal
has been the L of the week.
Wait, listen. If you know any Arsenal supporter, yeah,
give them a hug.
Honestly, that's literally what I was about to say. Like, yo, just reach out to them, okay?
Check on them.
Like, make sure they're okay. Because these men are going through some shit, man.
If you hear your friend who supports Arsenal and he's listening to like Lil Peep or Juice WRLD or something, you just gotta give him a hug, a pat on the back or something.
To be fair, Eddie started listening to Juice WRLD hella, and he supports Chelsea.
I mean, after the Carabao Cup final,
yeah,
I can see why.
That's as soon as that happened, you started listening to Bare Juice WRLD. Bro, I'm gonna have to shout Eddie and see what's going on, man. We might have to sit down.
Kepa and Sarri is kind of like white kids and their parents. bro was shouting like, come here. And Kev was like,
oh my God.
fuck you.
Oh my God. Honestly, like, I've never seen anything like that happen in football, ever.
Never.
How can you turn down a substitution? That's a madness. If I was a manager, I'm getting onto that pitch and it's shellings. I'm busting this guy's head.
And
you
he
don't understand.
smokes too, so man was going through pack after pack
Oh
after
my
that.
God, that's deep. Yeah, Kepa's wild for that one. Oh my God, Kepa's wild for that one.
But I don't know. I mean, our manager, I can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine any players who would be like that. Like, who would be that defiant. But
I can see Lacazette doing some shit like that. Lacazette,
there's been a couple of times where he's come off, like he's substituted off, and he's looked really pissed off.
I mean, no, but that's understandable. Like, if Kepa was subbed off here and he was just mad, then that's fine. He can be pissed off.
Like, it was especially 4 penalties he got subbed off because Caballero, the guy who was going to come on, apparently that's like his specialty.
Yeah, he played for City, so these men have taken penalties against him, if you know what I'm saying. So he knows, he's more adjusted to it, he's more used to it.
It's selfish, really.
Nah, Kepa's a waste man for that, honestly. Kepa is a dickhead for that. D's W, my W. There's a lot of albums that have dropped this week. We have 2 Chainz dropping, Rap will go to League. Obviously Dave dropped his joint. Juice WRLD dropped as well. And then recently, not this week, but AJ Tracey and Gigs dropped also. There's been a very good period for albums.
For UK music.
I haven't gonna lie, like honestly, like this Dave album is.
I need to hear that because I heard Strepham or whatever.
Oh, that's bro.
And Black.
Black is one.
The
yeah,
uplifting anthem, which somehow white people still manage to be like, yo, if I made a song about how good it is to be white, people will be calling me a racist.
Bugging. Black
no, they
wouldn't
wouldn't.
To go and grab my Afro pick, bruv.
It was more because when you think of white pride, what do you think about?
I mean, honestly, white pride in the UK, I just automatically think of EDO.
Yeah, exactly.
White pride in America, I just think of these neo-Nazi dudes. So
because you think of like black pride, black power, like you might think of like Black Panthers and that, which okay, they're a little extreme, but my God.
There's nothing wrong with releasing an album to be proud of your blackness. If someone released an album to be proud of their whiteness, I'd fully support it as well. Go you, man. And then Juice WRLD released his joint.
The cover for that
Death Race, is it called?
Death Race for Love,
bro.
The
cover. He dropped what song of it did he drop? He dropped a song like a week ago. Can't remember what it's called, and that was our first insight to the cover, bro. The cover made me just want. I wanted to find my PS, and plug it in and play everything that I had. Like, the cover is so beautiful. That is one of the most amazing album covers I've seen. And then on top of that, the album itself is sick. The album itself, 22 songs, and I've been screaming this all day and yesterday to everyone I've talked about it with. Every song bangs. There is not one song. Normally people release albums, and there might be like a song that's dead. Like, do you know how some people put interludes in their songs, so like a little break, and that's that's not really.
Or like a little skit or something.
The interlude for this is sick.
And intros and outros tend to be usually dead as well.
Bro, the first song bangs. The last song, very last song on the album, is my favorite song. Like, I can't express. It's making me want to cry. I can't express how good this album is. You don't understand.
Juice WRLD is making you cry. I've not even listened to his music right now. The power.
Oh my days, bro! I can't even explain it. Like, this album is so sick. It was for these W's. It's either Dave or Juice WRLD, and obviously. Really and truly, I should say Dave, shouldn't I? I'm from UK.
You got, you just
honestly, Dave's album is sick. It's amazing. This guy is a lyricist above and beyond what I expected him to turn out to be fair, because I remember I got put onto Dave time ago. Like, honestly,
you talking about Dave?
And I was like, okay, yeah, this guy's good. I didn't expect him to come out this kid, but Juice WRLD's album, bro. Could it be because of my like emotional state right now? Could I just be an emotional guy, and that's why I'm choosing Juice WRLD over Dave?
I don't know. I still listen to like old Lil Peep and X for that type of mood. Because if you man know, if you listen to X, I spoke to the devil in Miami. He said everything would be fine. My God, there is no way you can listen to that and like keep a smile on your face, because it's so like the piano, that the chords,
the chords in that song,
dun, 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 it's like so spaced out. It just makes you feel empty.
You have a lot of time to think.
Yeah,
and
so
it imprompts
if you're in a car, don't
a lot
play
of
that
thinking.
with anyone, because you're just gonna be like going through old messages and being like, yo.
Honestly, on the way here, I was listening to Juice WRLD's album, bro, and it was weird. Driving here was weird, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, saw a couple trees, I was like, Oh, wow. That's crazy. But yeah, these W, I if I could do like a joint one, it's going to Dave and Juice WRLD. Thank you for releasing these albums. They are amazing. Thank you 2 Chainz as well. Your album's dope. Thank you obviously AJ. Thank you Gigs. Anyone who released albums. Thank you for providing your consumers with some content. There's a lot of rappers that ain't doing that kind of shit. I ain't gonna say no names, but chance.
Oh my God! What will the world do without another Chance the Rapper album?
You don't understand.
What will we do without Squeaky Jesus shit?
Oh my God!
This is not
let him be gospel.
This is not nobody else.
You know that song, but I bet
it's hard though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's hard though. I ain't hating,
but you know.
I'm just disappointed.
Take away the Jesus shit.
The last time he dropped something, I was at college. I'm 20 years old now. Just put that into perspective. The last time he dropped something, I was 17. But yeah. What have we covered? Obviously, R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. Who else? Another problematic figure who people are defending to death is a certain Mr. Michael Jackson.
MJ. Oh, Michael Jackson. The thing is, yeah, when he passed away, yeah, I think like maybe a couple months after, people were like, okay, yeah, Michael's a weirdo. And wasn't there a court case whilst he was dead? I think Janet was backing it, and then like he had some other people backing it. But yeah, just a bunch of shit started releasing. They were
the documentaries.
They were going through fucking, what do you call it? What's his thing?
Leaving Neverland.
And like finding a bunch of shit and like
Then the videos of him, how he's so comfortable talking about sleeping with kids.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
It's a joy to give.
He was a weirdo.
It's the warmest thing you can give to a child. Bro, you give a child a toy, don't fucking lay next to it. Don't spoon a kid.
Who's worse, R. Kelly or him?
I don't know. Both were with youngest. So.
But R. Kelly's done shit though.
Do you think Michael Jackson, because of the way it was like, it's almost like he was grooming them by like inviting them to like Neverland and that. Like how, like obviously his R. Kelly's thing was women mostly, and he was like, he had like the sex cult allegations and shit.
R. Kelly's a nasty fucker, bro. Wow. So what you trying to say is because R. Kelly shit was women and MJ shit looks like it's literally just...
I feel like because he I don't know. Well, I guess they both groomed their victims.
But hear what I'm saying. Obviously, we know that R. Kelly is having sex with these underage peoples, right? Yeah. Was MJ having sexual intercourse with these kids, or was it just a thing like, yeah, I'm like, you're just gonna be around me and I'm gonna groom you, I'm gonna give you shit, like, we can lay together.
I bet he definitely I bet he had some sort of urges to do something like. But you know that man was like, because he was open about sleeping, having a child in his bed.
Yeah.
And you know he was sweating like fucking. I don't even know.
I don't know. I might be being more sympathetic because obviously Michael's passed.
I don't give a fuck that he's passed.
Yeah.
Fuck him. If it's true and shit, well, which it seems kind of likely.
Yeah. If all this shit's true, then obviously fuck him. But defining answer real quick. R. Kelly, my MJ, who's worse? One word.
Kelly, because his victims were black women and it was black women defending him. That's the weirdest shit.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You got these aunties on Twitter that are like, no,
exactly, and you can tell because you can tell the age range of it because they're taking the picture high up so they don't show the
oh my god,
he said roll neck.
Oh my god, he said
you seen like every auntie's Facebook picture is they're looking up the selfie.
Oh my god,
so they don't show the rolls on the neck.
Elliot said they're taking photos from a high angle.
Fucking Sinead, too blessed to be stressed.
I know exactly what you're on about. Like, with the forehead all looking massive and shit, and they do the thing when they look up, but they're looking down and shit. Wow, that's funny as hell. That's funny as hell.
Replying to his tweets like, my husband.
Ooh. Yeah,
that
Kelly's
man will
fucked.
take a shit on you if you let him.
If all this MJ shit's true, he's fucked as well.
Exactly. And that's nonsense. Like,
actually,
how do you... I don't know, like...
That's prison sentence. That's a firm prison sentence in my eyes.
Well, he didn't marry a child, so...
So, do you think the MJ's revolution was really weird? So he started off, obviously, I don't know too much about it, but obviously Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Small little black kid with afro, like I'd say. And he did his shit. Grown. Now they parted, and now he's just MJ.
Yeah.
With an afro. And then it's almost when you look at pictures of MJ,
when you look at him the before and after,
it's weird. Like,
man's transracial.
It's almost like it's a different person. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously the nose don't make sense.
Man lost his nose.
The hair doesn't make sense.
Man has got your nose.
But, oh,
yo, his parents took his nose and never gave it back.
It's like Gucci Mane. Gucci went in Gucci Mane and
came out. There's a whole new person.
It's
to a point where people were generally making conspiracy theories.
Actually,
like he's a clone.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but
do you think, because R. Kelly said that his brother said that his parents, like his dad or something, abused him or whatever. I still don't think that's really like a fair excuse.
No.
You look at serial killers; most of them like fucked up childhood like upbringings and that.
I don't think there's any excuse for murder. There's no excuse for nonsense or anything like that. There's nothing can happen to you to the point where you want to do some shit like that.
And it got to a point where R. Kelly was apparently taking the anti-libido pills to suppress his urges.
That's
which I'm sure is what they give to nonces for them to stop their shit.
Sickening. Actually, it's sickening.
The jury finds him guilty. Electric chair.
I said electric. Well, to be fair, there's a lot of cases.
Because another thing that people were doing was turning it into a race issue. Because they were saying, what about Harvey Weinstein?
Everything.
What about this and what about that? What about this?
But then again,
how about we just discuss the matter at hand before you start trying to divert the conversation? It's the same thing as white people who be like, oh, what about black and black crime when they're talking about institutional racism? Like the whole police brutality. What about the shit you do amongst yourselves? It's like you just don't want to answer the question. So you just want to be like,
want to focus on the task at hand.
Change in other news. What about this?
In other news.
But obviously, they have kind of a point. Obviously, we should be discussing these other people.
Yeah, I'm not
who
gonna
have
have some of
these
this. Yeah,
charges.
But I saw.
But every time I feel like it's brought up, it's just as a thing to change the subject.
There's always some sort of diversion rather than focus on what's actually going on. And then this whole race thing it's always like, no matter what it is, there's always a race thing involved.
Yeah, definitely.
I've noticed. I don't know if it's just like it's just a hot topic right now. Like,
and especially it's America, like how racially charged everything is.
Even anything that's happened with it, bro. They've released an album with a song called Black to talk about how, he likes his blackness. And people was like,
it's a positive message.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure he says about I've like no matter your skin tone, your dark skin or whatever, because obviously colorism is obviously a real problem. Yeah. Like, if you've got dark skin, you should be proud of that. You should love that. Like, all black is beautiful. And you got a man over there like, no, if I made a song about how it's with you white, I would be considered racist.
We're lost, bro.
It's okay to be black, but to talk about being black is somehow
you can't do that.
Oh,
you can't do that.
Keep your blackness to yourself. Don't put your blackness in my space.
Rotted.
I mean, we could go into a whole thing about black people and how white people, what? I'm not saying like white people, like this is like a broad thing, but we live in a white country, and black culture is so influential, but yet racism is such a prominent thing. Like black African Americans gave us hip hop, jazz, soul, gospel, rock music, and yet look how they've been treated since that. I mean, you could even say like currently with music, how it's like you want blackness without the black people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you want the culture without
everything
the
that they
people
provide.
Who provide it.
It's the same here over here though. I know there's like there's so many, like, I just call them EDL type guys, right? EDL type guys that like hate a specific group of people, but will still their takeaway from them. You hate Indians, but come and get a curry, fam, on a Friday.
The same man who looks like who's cutting up your Donna, you're calling a terrorist or whatever. Fully. That's obviously it's not exclusive to black people. Obviously, with every culture that introduces something to them, you're gonna partake in it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna respect the people behind it.
It's a bit twisted. It is not a bit twisted. It's very twisted. Before we end the thing,
like a braid. Use that for your little bars.
Oh, twisted like a braid. Eddie just gave you man a bar. Do you not appreciate this, man?
We're dropping soul gems.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's about to. Okay, I want.
Some rappers gonna use that, and it's gonna be part of their hit single.
Exactly.
And everyone's gonna be shouting out.
Elliot needs to get paid.
Twisted like a braid.
Elliot needs to get paid right now.
Yeah,
right fucking now.
In advance.
Pay. What's your paper? Your paper. Give me
Cut the check.
Up.
Cut that shit.
Hey, before we end it, Elliot, I want you to do something. I want you to give the people a wise word.
Right. A wise word.
A wise word. Elliot's wise words. Yeah. Spoken from the wise one himself, Els. Elliot's full of knowledge, obviously. So yeah, Elliot's wise word of the week, in theory.
My wise words, okay. This,
you'll get hella close to the mic, like hella close whisper, like just.
Let me intro.
Like this is someone's ear, right? Okay.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Man said hot. He's just thinking. Let him think. There's a lot of information in that head, fam. Come on.
My quote today comes from an African American scholar. A man of his. to measure his impact on
This is gonna be some dumb shit
on the world.
I can feel it already.
Bro,
I
you're
ain't seen that.
dismissing it. The
Okay,
inaugural
go,
quote of the
go,
week,
go,
and you're
alright.
already playing it down.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Where's the sport?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It comes from the genius, the icon that is Radrick Delante Davis, also known as Gucci Mane.
Oh, okay, nah, I respect it. Go on.
And that quote is, if a man does not have sauce...
Hold on, no, stop. Whisper.
If a man does not have sauce...
Closer. I want your mustache to touch the little pop filter. Go.
If a man does not have sauce, then he is lost. But that same man can get lost in the sauce.
Hold on, guys. People, man them, gal them, people of other genders. Do
You just got to think about
you
that
understand
quote.
what's just happened? Elliot has just made you 20% smarter. Elliot's just unlocked 0.0001.
My brain grew. I felt my brain
Do you know what I'm
grow
saying?
reading
Like,
that.
bro, I feel intelligent, man. That's just what we do here. Episode 13. Thank you for stopping by.